Hey everyone, I want to cover one last big idea from my new book, How AI Changes Your Customers, a marketing guide to humanity's next act. And believe me, it's a little book. It's a small book, but it's packed with ideas. And I want to bring you just one more today. And to kick off this concept, I want to tell you a little story about my first experience with AI. I had just finished writing a book. I had finished the manuscript for Belonging to the Brand. And about a week later, ChatGPT came out. So I wanted to try it. And the first thing that I did, obviously, was test it out with some of the ideas from this book. So I said, ChatGPT, I want you to write an essay about a certain aspect of brand community in the voice of author Mark Schaefer. And in 3 seconds, it did a perfect job. It was one of the most depressing moments of my career. I put so much effort into my books. The work, the sacrifice is part of my meaning and purpose. My journey writing a book is part of the value I bring to the world because I know that sacrifice, that pain will be worth it when people read my book and they say, oh, Mark, this was full of so many good ideas. You really changed my idea about my business. As a teacher, that's what I love to hear more than anything. And it made me wonder, this is just the beginning of AI. Where do I belong? What is my purpose now if that writing journey is going to be diminished or collapse or go away altogether? Now, since this sort of existential moment, I've learned more about AI, and maybe in some ways I've learned more about me. But this idea of the threat to meaning and purpose in a person's life is going to be a big deal moving forward. Look, we've heard a lot about possible job loss with AI. Personally, I think a lot of this is going to happen, but I think above and beyond the threat of job loss, a bigger problem could be the loss of purpose and meaning, even the loss of human agency, of people giving up, saying, look, AI seems to be able to do everything better than me. Where do I fit? So this is something I explore in the book. There are profound implications here for the sales and marketing profession. And let me tell you another little story that could give us a clue as to where this could end up. So many years ago, the Betty Crocker company introduced a new cake mix. To bake a cake, all you had to do was add water. It flopped. Seems like it would be such a hit. It was so easy to make. And they hired a market researcher, and what he discovered was the people that were making this cake felt like they weren't doing anything anymore. Actually, adding the ingredients to make a cake was part of their meaning and purpose. So what he did, they said, okay, you add water and you also add an egg. And just the act of adding an egg to this cake mix made this product take off. It was a hit. So the idea was that they added friction. Now, we're moving toward a world with less and less friction. AI is going to be able to do almost everything for us. But a big idea moving forward will be involving our customers in the sales and marketing process in some ways, making them feel useful, making them feel like they're adding an ingredient, that AI just isn't doing it all for them. So, big idea. Weird times ahead. I think you'll be inspired by this book. I hope you'll buy it. I hope you'll check it out. I usually recommend buying 2 copies, one to read, one to have in case of an emergency. Anyway, I hope you love it. Thanks for listening to my video series. Thanks for supporting me and enjoying my books.